And plan B is literally death. That's what you have to think to yourself. You can't think to yourself like, oh, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to go do this. Or if, that doesn't work out, I'm going to go do this. It's like, I'm all in. I'm 100% committed. And plan B is death. So there is no plan B. Burn the bridges, burn the boats. There's no way out. I mean, and to stay motivated, you just need to be growing.
Yeah.
Take in information and use it. And when you're growing, that'll keep you motivated. Because when you're not growing, you're dying and sad and depressed and,
for sure.
All these other things. So if there's something you can do, and you can do right this second, is get up and do something. I don't care if it's 20 push-ups. I don't care if it's 20 squats. Pull out a book, read 10 pages, do something. And after it's over, reflect on how you feel. And I promise you, you're going to like it, and you're going to want to do it again and again and again. And once you create that habit, that's what's going to dictate your future. You cannot just do the same thing and expect a different result. You got to do something different. Sorry, bro, it's my
Do you have a habit that like you really specifically like? I love doing this on like a daily or weekly, and something like that comes to mind?
So I have a lot of habits.
Yeah.
So I live by a schedule. So from the second I wake up, I have that on my schedule, the gratitudes. That's first thing I do. You cannot be grateful and mad at the same time. So if I stay in that gratitude state, I'm always happy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen me mad, upset, down?
I think one time, but you were joking. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, is he pissed? And then all of a sudden you start busting out. I'm like, oh no, we're good. We're good over here.
I like to clown. That's one thing. I do like to have fun.
No, and that's what's, I think people could feel that. And I think that's why you dominate, is like people that can, break down trust with people very easily, and like, are easy people to learn from mainly, I think, when it comes to like, when I reflect back to college or something, like it's hard to learn from, let's say, professors or people that are just like tough, man. They just don't vibe with people, or like they just have all their barriers up because of whatever. But it's like when it comes to, I feel like a lot of successful people, or more so, I wouldn't even say success, but just like people that are driven, people that have like a mission, and that could be, to be the nicest, kindest person in the world, or it could be to be the best real estate investor in the world, and if you're driven, you're going to stay locked in, you're going to be happy, and it's like, but I think it's just when you lose your overall mission on where you're trying to stay focused on your target, that's when you turn your focus right back on you, and then you start getting in your own head, and then you're like freaking, you get lost, and you're a lost little puppy, and you're just freaking like, am I doing this right? Am I wrong? Am I right? And that's when you get doubt comes in, but usually that's right in the time where it's just like, keep pushing forward, keep grinding.
So I always think, love is always the answer, right? So I think of our business as a faith-based business, and I'm very faith-driven, and I carry these in my pocket all day long. I hand them out, and literally this little Jesus. Without him, I know I wouldn't be here. So I do everything from my heart, and I know he's going to take care of the rest.
Without a doubt. I think I've most recently really started praying a ton, and I could feel the difference. And I loved when you first showed me that. Like, that was one of the coolest things. I'm like, just little things that bring character to people. And that was one of the things that's like stands out.
I've handed out.
You got a lot of layers to you, and I feel like that's what brings a really good person.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I hand them out by the thousands. Everywhere I go, I got a whole pocket full of them. So everywhere I go.
Let's talk. Milestones, moonshots, like what, most recently, like, besides all the tools, gadgets, AI stuff, like just full on projects, like, in real estate, you got some certain goals, like, coming up on like very specific, or let's say.
I could give you a couple goals, Zoom. So, and this is just on the team, right? So right now every single month, we're like top 3 in the state of Illinois, and we're not going for number 1. And we're first, that's, goal number 1 in the state, number 1 in the Midwest, number 1 in the country, number 1 in the world, and then number 1 in the universe. And after that, we going somewhere else, bro. And we all taking this ride together. So that I know for sure. And the only thing that can stop me is death, bro. There is no plan B. Like I said, you got to die. You have to kill me to stop me.
Let's say somebody does kill you, and you got to get into a new industry because you're reborn. Besides real estate, what would you get into?
That's a great question.
You may already be into it, and just like, what's something that you would dive deeper in?
I think I would go into just helping people, bro. I think I have a lot to. I've been through a lot. I come from hell, so I can relate to a lot of people. And I think that would probably be it. I want to help people.
Why don't you put that together? Like
I already kind of do.
Like,
I already do. I coach people. I do coach some people. I do. You see, I'm at the office changing lives every single day. I'm coaching my team. But if I had to come back and not do real estate, I think it would be, that in a mass scale, just like, thousands of people and all around the world. And that's what I think I would concentrate on, because I do love helping people, and I love, showing them what's possible. Because if I did it, bro, I'm not even sure if you know my story, but it's.
You gave me a good glimpse. I heard
it's a mess, bro. And, I shouldn't even be here. So that's why I'm very grateful.
Without a doubt. And I think you're a great coach because of all of that, according to, and what I see with all your kids too, and coaching and sports, and just like that goes such a long way. And it's, I think not everybody's built that way. And, cause if you could coach other people, you could coach yourself. And
start there first.
Exactly. And if you're coaching yourself, that's how you'll improve. And, you won't get to those next levels without freaking, testing waters and like reflecting on yourself and being like, why didn't that work? And then it's like, if you don't know the answer, find it out, or go into somebody and be like, hey, this is what I've been doing. I may need some help, or I may want to, shadow you, or I may want to ask you some questions. I may want to have a podcast with you. Like that's, I don't know, those people I think will stride ahead a lot more than anybody that's just, a lot of people could have ambition. It's like, I feel like I was very ambitious all the time. Big dreams, big goals, everything. But it's like, until I put down the, like, hey, I need to really ask better questions and, really dig deeper into like, stop talking about myself and like really being like, okay, picking your brain. And like, when I sit down with people, like, hey, just keep asking questions, keep learning, like no matter who it is, it could be my 9-year-old cousin. I love it because I
get
can
inspiration
ask
from everywhere.
And freaking, or, the 82-year-old down the apartment building, like it's, you could learn so much from
everyone,
conversation,
everything.
And like,
just sitting in this room, I get inspiration. That's why it's like, just, I love that. Step one is like your environment, right? So like, if you're in a bad environment, you got to fix it.
You guys have an awesome environment. Your office is sick, absolutely sick. And that's what motivates your workers to be there. That makes them want to, come in every day and to just keep on going, versus you see some shells out there that are just like, now in a world where people want to work remotely, how hard it is to probably get them to, come inside. Like that's, because nobody cares as much as you do. It's your business, it's your thing. And it's like, you want them to, and you could strive every day to teach them to, but they're never going to love it as much. But when you create a cool place and like your branding is off the chain, and that's what, any like a new beginner that was just coming in is like, maybe came from straight out of high school and they're ready to go. You have a great, I forget his name already. He's the basketball player. Jacob. Yep. Yeah. Jacob. He's a great example of like, somebody that, instantly gets just a glimpse of, what success could be like, and then also a good environment. And, he was a super cool guy to meet. Like,
and thrives.
There, and he's thriving for sure. And I think he's got it. If he sticks in this like long run.
He got his license. He's already got houses under contract. 18-year-old kid. He got his scholarship. He's getting a whole bunch of money together before he goes away to college.
That's crazy.
And the fact that, I helped him do it, it was awesome. And one of his teachers, he told his teacher that he wanted to get into real estate. I think he was like a sophomore at the time. And, I didn't even know who she was. I didn't even know the school that he was at. He was like up north somewhere, and he calls me. He's like, "Alex, I want to get into real estate," and here he is.
Yeah, you pitch a lot, you change lives, and like instantly you do that either via conversation or through work, and like through all that, and like that's powerful stuff, man. And bring it back to to Jesus stuff. Like that's exactly what he would want, and like you're living, he's living right through you, you're living through him, and it shows, man. And like that's why, that's where success comes from, and the future has to be built by more people like you. And if that happens, I think we can have an awesome economy. I think we could have an awesome community. We could have an awesome network and all that. But that's also having high expectations. And sometimes, that's just not how scenarios work out, because, every day we roll the dice, and sometimes, God and the world gives us, different things to react to, and you could only, take it as you please and, roll with it and move forward. That's what, like, I just want to keep thinking more forward thinking. It's like, hey, no matter what happens right now, today, what can we do right now that will affect maybe a better future for tomorrow? And, like if you could keep doing that, you could build some good stuff. And I think a lot of the big, best forward thinkers, best visionaries, that's all they were built on, was basically like, I don't care what my scenario is right now. I just want to build something that tomorrow I'll be proud of. And if you could do that, round of applause.
That's it, bro. Just got to keep going.
Right.
That's it.
In the, man, I want to definitely have Jamie on here with you one day.
I should have brought her with. That's a good idea.
I think that would be, we'll have definitely another conversation. And at this moment, I just do want to say, we've talked a lot about technology. We've talked a lot about business and technology, things like that. This is an awesome moment to think about people. And my charity, Fidan Foundation, is going to donate $1 for every view that is on this video.
Really cool.
And it's something that we're going to try and keep on doing. Rates are going to change and things like that as viewership changes. And really excited to help and give back, because I think one of my things I've been always focused on was how much to get more and more and more, and like more assets, more people, more money, more everything. And it was like, I think I got hit the last few years with a little clarity of like, this isn't your vehicle here. There's somebody else that's driving here, and you need to have a little bit more gratitude and things like that. And so something we want to do. So if you're interested in helping donate or anything like that for Fidan Foundation, you can go to fidanfoundation.org.
Really cool.
Back to the program.
Let's go.
Let's see. Let's talk more tech and future tech. I love crypto and love stocks. Honestly, now that I've dabbled in real estate, I don't want to say dabbled because that makes me feel like I haven't dove in the deep end, which now that I'm saying it, kind of maybe I feel like I haven't, and talking with you and just like maybe I got to get to a little bit, take off some more chains here. But besides real estate, what do you like as far as tech in the future? And there's some, Proppy, for example, one of the most well-known, in the crypto world for real estate, I think is game changing. But despite, crypto and all that, what are you intrigued of for the next few years?
I mean, definitely crypto. I mean, there's no doubt about it. There's all kinds of coins, all kinds of crypto out there. I mean, every day something new's popping out. So it's just obviously learning the game. It's a tough game to learn because it's very volatile, so if you were to buy some, I mean, even if you buy a little piece of it, buy some Bitcoin, it's crazy going up. And there's some other coins I've heard of, and again, I'm not, they go up, they go down. I don't want to tell you here, buy these. But as what I've seen Bitcoin doing, it's crazy. I have a piece of one, and I bought it, I want to say maybe 2 years ago, and it's probably almost tripled since I got it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that's awesome. It's like, I just think the technology is sweet. I was first intrigued in 2020, and then I think I first invested in 2021, and then, but I got super scared. Like soon as I bought at the top of the market, and then all of a sudden it just tanked. And I was like, God, I was wrong. I'm like, damn. I'm like,
same thing happened with
my buddies. I'm like, ah, shit, man. I'm like, I was wrong. Well, I'll bounce back from it just like anything else. And then here it comes back all the way up, 2022, 23, 24, and so on. And never sold anything, just kept acquiring the whole way down, even though I thought I was wrong. But I was just like, hey, if I'm going to bet on something, this is going to be one of those things, Other than that, I was taking